Rock fan be playing some games sometimes.
Okay. Because as soon as we go live, I already tweeted it out, but I'm gonna put it on my Facebook. Okay. I don't want them to click and see, and then they be like 5 minutes and go, damn, and they go do something and forget.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, people do that. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the reason why, like, on my other show, I actually run I do like a little bit of an intro song. That way, that intro song will give people a little bit of time.
Yeah,
going, you know, and so it's maybe a 2-minute intro. Come on, pop down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we're live on the we're live on what is it? We're live on YouTube right now.
Okay, so let me share this now.
Okay.
Boom. Cool. Go there. Let me go to my artist page. Get some people over there to tune in. Hang on. Everybody can be like, yo, what's with the shades, T.O.N.E? I'm like, look, man, I had a long night, bro.
And then we
usually be clowning people that wear shades in interviews, but shoot, I'm wearing mine.
I think technically you can get away with it because you're an artist. So artists kind of do their own little thing. So, you know, they can always have an excuse for why they wear shades.
Nah, I mean, technically I could just say because I feel like wearing them. It's not like I got to explain, but sometimes people get, you know, they like, yo, why y'all do that? But I said, nah, I don't do that in every interview. Right. I do it sometime. But right now, after last night, you ain't trying to show these eyes, man.
I shouldn't try to show mine. Last night, I went live for almost 6 hours. So, and apologies out there to everybody who there's a little bit of miscommunication catching up with everything. I got the times mixed up at the time. So when I put this up, I put it up for 11 my time, even though I agreed to 1 o'clock my time. So apologies to my boy T.O.N.E.z here.
Nah, man, you good, man. You good. You straight. Don't even worry about that,
man. For those who are not familiar with T.O.N.E.z, you're gonna get familiar today. So you know, first of all, I want to welcome him to what I've been thinking with Marcus Cage. And T.O.N.E.z is a very, very talented man. Has a unique style. Has a very unique style. And one thing that I like is I'm an eclectic type of person. So I like people who are able to do their own thing, able to cut their own path, and so it's always impressive and courageous. A lot of you easily could have been like, you know what, I'm coming out of BK around a bunch of different people. That person, he's taking off right now. I could kind of do what he's doing, but he didn't do that, and so he's been pushing. He's been grinding for quite a bit of time. So for those who don't know, he's known for his He's known for his track, which he did for the TV show on FX, the show called Justified. You have to remind me of the name of it. It's like something grass. I forget the name of it.
Gangstagrass.
That's what it is. But Gangstagrass. But I know that I enjoy it. And I also got that clip for you guys. In fact, why don't we go ahead and just start off with that, right?
Yeah.
So people can be familiar and get to hear a little bit of your music. That way, also we can refer them over to your page, because he has a YouTube page, of course. He has Twitter. He has all these different things. So you guys need to get following him first and foremost. As you come into the room, you know, make sure that you hit the like button. That way, it helps get it in the algorithm. It helps get noticed to this artist. And so this is we're not asking you for no money. Just give a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you to do that. So we're gonna start in with the joint right here.
You can send me $5 though.
Yeah, go ahead. Cash App, Venmo, do whatever y'all need to do. But let's get this joint started. Here we go.
On this lonely road, trying to make it home, doing it by my lonesome pistol. Who wants some? I'm fighting for my soul. God, get at you, boy. You try to go fall back. I go hard on this lonely road, trying to make it home, doing it by my lonesome pistol. Who wants some? I see them long times to come. My life is ill, son, prepared to kill, son. Paradox of pain, baby, it's real, son. Lonely traveler, ain't trying to rowdy up, but if you're feeling tough, dog, I walk up all challenges. Ain't got no family, you see this one to me. Might lose your post, standing 2 feet in front of me. I'm I'm pissed at the world, but I ain't looking for trouble. I might crack a grin. I ain't looking to hug you. Think about it. Nobody wants to die. There's rule to this game, son. I'm justified. I'm ready to go, partner. Hey, I'm on the run. The devil's hugging on my boots. That's why I own a gun. This journey's too long. I'm looking for some answers. So much time stressing. I forget the questions. I fear no man. You don't want no problems, B. Eyes in the back of my head. You better not follow me. On this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off with no song. I'm fighting for my soul. God, get at you, boy. You trying to go fall back. I go hard on this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off with no song.
I see them long times to come.
Yeah. You probably think I'm crazy or got some loose screws, but that's alright though. I'ma do me, you do you. So how you judging me? I'm just trying to survive, and if the time comes, I ain't trying to die. I'm just trying to fly and get a little love. Find me a dime piece and get a little hug. Hook the car up, hit the bar up, clean the stars up. Hey yo, the stars up. Hey, this is the life of an outlaw. We ain't promised tomorrow. I'm living now, dog. I'm walking through life, but yo, my feet hurt. All my blessings are fed. Man, I rest when I'm dead. Look through my eyes and see the real world. Take a walk with me, have a talk with me. Where we end up, God only knows. Strap the noose on tight, you might be alright.
On this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off with no song. I'm fighting for my soul. God, get at you, boy. You trying to go fall back. I go hard on this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off with no song.
I see them long times to come.
You can stop it now if you want.
I know. I like to let the beat ride a little bit.
Okay. You go. You trying to
Let it breathe. You know.
You gonna spit some ball?
There we go. I like to let it breathe a little bit. I mean,
I thought you was gonna start spitting, son. I ain't know what you
not me.
trying to put a third verse on there.
Not me. I wouldn't. Hey, if I was you, I would. I mean, but I'm not an artist like that. I'm a different kind of artist. Well, I did a little bit of music in my time, but you know, I'm more of a musician, not a singer or rapper. No. So
Gotcha.
play a couple of instruments here and there. So that was the joint right there from Justified. What I learned, what I did not know is that I guess you had already did this song before. I thought that you had created this song specifically for the TV show, for the theme song.
No, I did.
I don't know. I guess I misheard it. I thought you were saying that you had already kind of had it.
No. That was specifically for the show. We had another song that they used for the commercials. And
that's what I was getting mixed up.
Yeah, and then they asked us if we could do a theme song. We was like, yeah. And that's how it happened.
And it was just that simple. It was like, theme song, yeah, it's gonna be this character, he doing this. Gotcha.
Well, they sent like a little. They're supposed to tell you what the show's about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't give me much to work with. It just said Marshall leaves Harlan, Kentucky, and then comes back.
That's it.
That was it. So that's why in the chorus you hear on this lonely road, they said Marshall, didn't say Marshall and his family. So that's one person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on this lonely road, right? Trying to make it home, doing it by my lonesome. He's pissed off because I guess something's making him come back. I'm just assuming all this from what they gave me. And I put the chorus around that. And all those lyrics were about me. So you know what I mean? But it just happened to fit the character. You know, the main guy from the show, played by Timothy Oliphant, Waylon Gibbons. It turns out that what I was saying, they was like, yo, did you see an episode? I'm like, nah, just, you know, it just so happened that it matched.
That's insane that you were able to take that little bit of information and be able to compile something that is so dead on to the character and fitting to his backstory and everything.
Crazy, right?
I'm very impressed, and I've been listening to, you know, a little bit of your songs the last couple of days, trying to get caught up on this stuff. So I've been pretty impressed with that. But something else that's caught my attention is you're not only doing music, you're doing some acting also.
Yeah,
and you're doing some advocacy work.
Yep. Oh, that last part, you know, any organization that's not just bringing awareness, but they're you know, they have like festivals, they have events, they have fundraisers, or they have, you know, these school festivals or things that happen where, you know, you can go there and speak. I'll do all of those all year round. Like I'll travel the whole United States doing that. Like for real, like yeah, because I don't ask for money. Like who wants? How can I say, yo, I'm gonna talk at your school? You know, that'd be $2,000. Like I wouldn't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if
I know an artist who would do something like that, and this is before they even like a major superstar. Before they blew up, they did some stuff like that.
What, charge people?
They literally said like this was supposed to be something for charity.
Right.
I went to school. They came. They're like, and I was next to the stage. I heard the conversation going on with this celebrity and his mom, who was his agent at the time, saying, "My son ain't about to perform for no fucking canned goods."
Thanks, man. Yo, his mom said that?
His mom said that.
Damn, man.
Now, this performer at the time, I want to say he was maybe 17, 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came to my high school. I think it was maybe my sophomore year or something like that.
You ain't gonna say the name, are you?
You know what? I don't give a damn. I'll say the name. It was Usher.
Who?
Usher.
Usher? Oh.
Yeah.
And this is before he. Wait a minute. This is after he first.
This is like when he was first time. This is like right before he dropped 8701.
I don't know his albums like that. Is that his first one?
8701 was the one that had My Way and all that stuff.
No, don't get me wrong. I rock with Usher heavy. I don't know the name.
Well, I know that was his like first major one, because before he had dropped like 2 singles, and so he only was riding on those 2 singles as far as like actually with the record label. And so he had, I'm pretty sure, some underground stuff he had been working on, but that was his like first one when he was part of I believe it was Def Jam.
Yeah.
And so that's his first tracks, and so his mom was like, "Nah, he ain't."
I mean, you know what? I don't like doing like charities, but put like this, like if
they only wanted one song,
huh? They only
wanted to do like a little one song, sing a couple of bars, and that was it.
Well, you know, that's Usher and his mom's. But yo, no, I said when I do these things and I say first of all, I don't want any money at all. But if there's people watching now that go, "Hey man, we got the thing coming up in 2 months," but they're in like Minnesota, you gotta fly me there.
Yeah. I mean that only makes sense. I mean, we gotta be reasonable here. We can't just be expecting.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I ask for, man.
Off a plane, you know, all the way from New York to Minnesota, and front the bill, front the hotel, do all that.
Yeah, do that. I mean, you know, but whatever I'm doing is, I'm not charging you to speak. I'm not charging. You know, I'll do a couple songs. You know what I mean? I'll do that, but I'll tell my own experiences, that what I've been through growing up, because I'm a child abuse survivor, so I can relate to a lot of the kids that go through that kind of thing. So I can. Now, other things are just my opinion, like, you know what I mean? Because like my mom was abused, but I can't speak from the woman's standpoint. So I have to only speak for me and what I seen her go through. But she's the one that will be able to, you know, do that kind of thing.
I was wondering, is that what went into the motivation for that one song you have?
Sins of the Father?
Exactly, Sins of the Father. Yeah. Where Sins of the Father, I mean, it was a powerful track where, for those who don't know it, I mean, I will make sure to grab it and I'll drop it into the chat. That way you guys can go and pull it. And make sure also just go over and check out the brother's page. I mean, it's
show some
really
love,
not hard to, I mean, go over there, go give him a quick like, wherever. The name of his page is T.O.N.E.z World TV. In fact, let me do this.
Yeah, just listen. If you like what you see, subscribe. I mean, you want to be nice, that's cool too. But I'd rather you check out some stuff and go, yo, you know what? I rock with son. You know what I mean?
I see my boy Hamza in the building. Hamza, if you have any question for T.O.N.e.z, please just go on ahead.
Peace, Hamza, peace.
I see N.O.L.E out there.
Oh yeah, N.O.L.E's the whole reason why this is even happening. You got to give us some love.
Gotta definitely give N.O.L.E some love. N.O.L.E has put this together. N.O.L.E was like, yo, he's dope. You need to check him out. And
she has the hugest heart though, man. Like she's, super witty and all that, man. Yo, that's my people's right there, yo. So N.O.L.E's watching. I know she watches. She watching.
Oh yeah, she's watching. And so
I'm gonna call you after this, N.O.L.E, just so you know. I'm gonna call you.
And so I just put it the link to it on the Rockfin, and I just put it in the YouTube. So you guys, it's down in the chat. Just go ahead and click on it. Well, after, make sure you hear what the brother is saying first. But go and check it out, because that's and also you'll find this song in there that I was telling you guys about, Sins of the Father. I mean, powerful song. And I know a lot of people out there who have dealt with abuse and whether it's been them directly as a child, as an adult, as a woman being abused. It's a very powerful song, and it especially the part where he actually fights back, and it's showing now how as a child he's getting abused, and how that can sit there and linger on, and it's not like something is a one-time incident. Sometimes it can be chronic abuse that's going on in a family. And so we also got to definitely think about those people who are going through that as survivors, and how that affects them in the rest of their life. Some people are able to turn that and use it like T.O.N.e.z was able to do, and some people aren't able to deal with it as well, and so they might have some difficulties handling things. So I won't blab too much more. But
you good. You good. Because I like when somebody actually listens and has something to say about it. Like, you didn't just go, yo, I like the beat, yo, you can flow. Like, all right, but did you hear what I said? Do you know what it's about? I can't watch that video, by the way. I only watched it one time to approve it. After that, I can't watch that video. Because all of that stuff is real. Every scene in there really happened. Like, I told him memories. I didn't say, well, I jumped off the couch, but really I tripped over the couch. No, everything that is in there happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like all that, from when I was little to when I was in the teens until finally, and then even when I struck back, you know what I mean? Like, that happened. That was real. You know what I mean? So I like the fact, thank you for listening to that. Like, it don't have like, you would think that, man, this should have like 8 million views, but nah, it don't have like maybe 13, 14,000, whatever. But out of those people that watched it, you know how many people hit me up about that track? Like, yo, man. So it served its purpose. It may not have, like, because if you put a video out that gets like 20 million views, it could be a song about, WAP, like, you know what I'm saying? And, which I'm all for, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, but usually, songs like that, unless it's done by a bigger artist, like, let's just say, like if a big artist seen that, he probably go, man, that's good, but what if he shares it to his fan base? Yo, check this out, man. This is, and there's no time limit on that song. It came out years ago, but there's no expiration date on abuse. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, but like this, like songs that you grew up on, right? You still listen to them, right?
Yep.
But there you go. You know what I mean? So there might be a song from the Four Tops that make you go, man. Might make you think of some girl you had a crush on, or that might have been around the time somebody in your family member got ill. Because my man the Black Dot says, he says, man, like, music is a time machine. Because you listen to a song and you can literally go back. Like, you feel like you back in the 90s or 80s. It's like physically. You know what I mean? Like, that's why sometimes people zone out when they be out. Like, if I'm on a plane and somebody's just so, I'll be like, yo, he back in 19 something. Like, I start looking like, yeah, he's somewhere. He ain't here. She ain't here. They whatever they listening to got them zoning. And so and you physically, it's like when you tell a story about an argument. Yeah. Like, right now, you could tell me about a fight you had in the 10th grade. I guarantee you 2 minutes into that, you're gonna start yelling. Like, you was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you beat up my man Ron, right? I'm just saying name. You beat Ron's ass. Ron plotted on, became a pastor, and you're cool now. But you tell that story, and Ron walk in the room, you're gonna punch Ron in the face, because you that storytelling took you back. So music does the same thing.
You should have tried me.
Exactly. Oh, see, you go. That probably really happened, man. Probably wasn't wrong, but it was somebody.
I mean, you're right about that because, you know, when you say it's like a time machine, I think about this song. And don't y'all clown me for this song, but I will stand by it. Still one of my joints to this day. The Barge, Rhythm of the Night. Man, I remember being a kid.
Why was somebody
dancing around the living room to that, man? That takes me back to being like about, I ain't gonna say the age. We'll just say it takes me back to being a kid dancing around in the living room.
Yeah. Yo, but why would you? Who's gonna clown you for that? Why would they? That's the Barge, man. Like you get props for that, if anything. Like I'd be like, yo, the Barge. That's like my. Now I'm more on there in a special way. I like it. I'm on that vibe with them. Rhythm of the Night. I hear that, man. I think about this girl when I had lunch with her. I almost messed up. So, you know, I heard YouTube is like blocking mad stuff now. Like, well, like if you sneeze and say God bless you, like you can't say God bless you, man. You gotta say bless you. Like, really? You can't say God?
Dude, what they did in my stream last night, what was it like? About 30 minutes. You had to go to my page, click my videos, then click live just to see it. It literally hid it for like 30 minutes. And they do that with some of my content because. Oh,
okay, yeah, but you said you got the political thing, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean that you mostly like your other channel or whatever you have.
Yeah.
So, but you know how that is, man. I mean, people keep saying freedom of speech is gone. I'm like, no, it's not. You can still say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
You know, you make your own platform and forget about, you know, if you really want to make videos where you could say and do what you want, just have a website and do it, you know.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And I mean, eventually that's what I'll be going to. Which I do appreciate. Like I'm on Rockfin also. Rockfin gives me a little bit more leadway, and I'm able to get away with some of the stuff I say. Like YouTube, literally though, I won't be taking any kind of contribution, anything off of the video, and I'm using it for fair use to try to you know elaborate a point. They will hit me with copyright strikes and stuff like that, so it won't necessarily go against me as far as a strike, but they're trying to censor it back. I see we got a couple more people in the chat. Otto the Watchdog is in the building. So
hey, peace to everybody, man. Peace to everybody that's taking time out to watch this guy with shades on in his crib and talk my madness, you know.
My buddy out here, Hamza, has a question. And so I kind of want to put this question to you. Hamza says, can we talk about Leroy Cohen destroying rappers? How do you feel about that?
That he what? Destroying rappers?
Yeah, that's what he says. Destroying rappers.
Leo Cohen is the definition of a culture vulture. Let's be clear. All right. Now, Def Jam, my brother, my older brother, Special K from the Treacherous 3.
Yes.
Kumo D and all that. So he wrote a song for our other brother. It's called It's Yours. And it was on Def Jam. It was on Party Time Def Jam. We knew about Leo back then. I mean, I was a little kid at the time, you know.
It was a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago. And I used to, we'll get into what I used to do with, because I got a chance to hang out and meet Melly Mel and Flash. I'm getting all of that. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting all that, but I'm just saying, like, to bring up Leo, man, let me tell you something, man. It's bad enough that your man is right. He definitely, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say destroys rappers, but basically, man, Leo got super rich off the backs of rappers, which labels do, but off the sweat and tears of rappers. But sometimes people say, oh man, but look how this rapper's doing. How come he's not helping them? Like they'll ask those kind of questions, and you say, well, is he obligated to? Like, I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna go to hell if you don't, but it'd be cool if you did. You know what I mean? Like that situation between Dame and Leo. You seen, my man that asked the question. You remember how hard he was going in on Leo? And then he made that weird apology. Did you see that? Dame Dash made that. You seen it, right?
Oh, yeah. I know. I saw it. Hamza.
Hamza, please Google that, man. He was going in on Leo for years. Culture vulture. You ain't part of this, which he's not. He's not a part of the culture. I don't care if you hung out with Russell Simmons. That don't make you. You know what I'm saying? That's like a white dude that grew up around like some black dudes that feel like they can walk around going, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, nah.
Yeah.
And we ain't giving you that. But But when Dame got at him for years, and I was saying to myself, going, damn, Dame ain't playing. And then out of nowhere, he did that. He was, what was he, in some dark room with these figures behind him, and he was apologizing? I was like, they must have either showed a tape of your ass doing something, or they threatened you with some shit. You know what I mean by the tape.
I know what you mean by the tape.
I'm gonna tell y'all, bro.
I've been hearing people in the industry, and you could probably elaborate more on if you want to or not. I know some people like, you know, I just leave that alone. Hey,
I'll get your page taken down, bro. Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me any questions about that, because I'm gonna say exactly what the hell I seen.
Well, everybody who knows me knows that I don't pull punches, and hey, we put the information out there, and oh well, we deal with the consequences later. So I mean, I know that there's stuff that goes on behind the scenes, we'll say.
In front of the scenes.
Ooh, hey, talk on it then. Talk on it.
Well, listen. Here's what I did, and I didn't know this until I got the theme song, and then I got the theme song, and I got the Emmy nomination, because that song got an Emmy nomination, right?
Yes.
So then I started mingling with the Hollywood folks. And what I learned is that Hollywood is like high school or college. Let me tell you why. Right? You walk in, I mean, and they showed us in movies a lot, especially movies in the 80s. They used to show this a lot. Kid goes to the high school. You got the jocks, and you got the get high people, and you got the people that like to drink, then you got the goth dark people, then you got the, I don't know, the people, the nerds or whatever, right?
Well, it's like you had the popular people, and then you had the let's say the
not so popular people.
And then your nerds, because let's keep it 100. They used to always, you see, like, you had the black crew that was separate, but you had that one token that was a part of the popular kids, and then you had the other kids, and then the stoners or goth kids or whatever. Right. Especially
we all had our little Carlton Banks that would go over there and hang out. You know what I mean, with the other folks, but the reason why I say Hollywood is like that, and this is just me, like, because when I got into these, because they started inviting me to all these parties, I never went to anyone's crib. I got invited to no, and I'm not saying that just because you know the topic we on. I just don't go to people's cribs that I don't know. I don't know you. I'm not going to your house, like, you know what I mean. But I got invited to houses by people that worked for Sony, people that worked for Paramount. Like, they all like, hey, come by the crib. I'm like, yo, you just shook my hand. You invite me to your crib? Yeah,
already?
Me ain't no play them games, bro. So
I heard some stuff, man.
I'm gonna
run it by you, so go ahead.
But check this out. So I started going to the parties from the Bronx, man. You know, I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm like, I had like every time I would go to like these events, I would always have like a little personal assistant or whatever. And there was this girl named Cassandra that she was with me, and I'm talking about, I'm seeing like legendary actors who they would call legendary, would be like Ted Danson's over there, you know what I mean, and Tom Cruise, well, not Tom Cruise, wife is over there, and then you got, you know, all these, and now all the executives, I don't know them by face, but I started hearing the names. Hey, that's the guy that did, you know, Titanic. That's the guy. So I'm around, and now me, I'm a movie TV fanatic. I can sit around and watch movies. Remember that old saying, if you watch TV to watch your brain, my brain ain't right. And I watched, if there were 24 hours in a day, well, since there's 24 hours in a day, I can tell you probably 20 of those I've spent watching TV. So that's just me. But so I'm there, right? And here's what I noticed, right? What they'll do is they'll like approach you. First of all, they're gonna offer you something, right? Whether you're in a meeting or you at a party, they're gonna say, yo, you want to drink? Do you smoke? Do you want to take a cigarette? Do you know, that right there, they want to know, okay, if I say, yeah, give me a drink, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, alcohol to get this guy. Like, you know what I mean? They already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's just money. So how much money do you think you want to make in this business? And you say, oh man, give me, I'll just be happy with $1 million. Okay, money's gonna get to this guy. Give him half of that. He'll sell his whole life away. Like, it's shit like that. Wow. So when I got there and I seen all these different, like I said, you got the people that like to smoke, people that like to drink. You got the people that got the George Lucas films, they over there. Then you got the cat that you got the Tyler Perry people over there. We already know it's over there. So that's where I didn't go. but I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there and I'm studying the whole thing, right? Sober, because I'm a lightweight. I drink this little bit of just this mad ice and a little bit of Pinot Grigio. I'm a lightweight. I drink that. I'm starting to see Pac Big, Princess Di, see everything. So you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I'm like looking around and I'm noticing towards the night end of the night, people are leaving. There was this little section that was behind the bar, and there was another little room. I'm walking over there because I couldn't find Cassandra. Man, I walked in there and I will not say the names. I know you probably gonna say the name, but I'm not. But I seen one of my favorite actors, the dude that was the $1 million behind his biggest film, another actor that I knew, was like 5 or 6 of them, and they were surrounding her. And she was this, which means that whatever they gave her. So me, like I said, I'm fresh and new here. I'm gonna call the cops, so I'm gonna call the security. I said, yo, man, yo, don't. You know, I started getting at them. How the hell all these dudes know my name, yo? Not Tones, like Anthony, the last name Keaton. They knew that shit. I was like, how the fuck? And so what I did is I said, hey man, nah, man, you know, and I had to say that was my girl. Like, yo, that's my girl, man. You don't have to do that. So they said, oh, sorry. Took her back to the hotel. They gave her something. You know what I mean? I just put her down and I got her a separate room, and next morning she couldn't remember nothing. Now here's what I noticed about that, right? Now the moral of the story is these are multi-millionaires. One of them is damn near 2-time billionaire. Money does not remove your sleazy ass. It won't remove the sleaziness about you. Here they have to do is drug this chick, and they all look like they was ready to run a. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you that money and your status, that don't make you wise up. You would think they were like, hey man, we worth billions. We can't do stuff like this. And why the hell was that room? I didn't see that room when I came in. That shit was closed. It was like I thought it was like where they had, like, you know, if they run out of something, they go back there and grab some ice cubes or something. Or maybe that was where because they had served like little finger food in there. I didn't know that was a room, and you went in there and it was a whole other vibe, man. There was some weird music playing too.
Well, I mean, I often believe that I mean, we can go deeper. Like, we'll probably talk more on this because you've opened like a cat. Because like I just said, like I remember what was it, the Terry Crews stuff.
Oh, what's up with
that? That kind of remind me of some of the stuff you're talking about. And so I won't ask you to go. I won't ask you to name drop. Especially dealing with these groups of people, because I remember what is it, Coolio? What Coolio was talking about, and Coolio was saying when he started saying some certain things, people start coming at him, and weird stuff start, like, not directly at him, but stuff start happening to like family members and stuff, and like they're getting into a little bit of trouble here and having problems with this stuff. And he said once he laid off talking about some of that stuff, it all went away. And so he's like, I don't know for a fact that I
got some stuff to tell you, man. I got some things to say.
But it's a weird coincidence how all of a sudden all that stuff just stopped once I stopped saying certain things.
Well, you know what? First of all, I know what you're talking about with Coolio.
Yeah.
The stuff he was saying was, I heard what he was saying. It wasn't like right now, right? I could tell you a real situation with Diddy. Yeah, Diddy. Are you you ain't want that slip after I said Diddy. He went like this. He went like this. I went like Diddy.
I've heard.
I seen that movie you did.
So, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be real. And everybody, I told a story. I don't care. When I was I went to shop a deal there, right? There was I ain't gonna say her name, but she's actually good people, but I don't want to put her in the mix. But she said, listen, because I was looking for a new deal, because I had got blacklisted. I got blacklisted from the because I was on like Select Records back in the days, and shout out to Select, it wasn't them. All the labels blacklisted me, but I can get into that. Maybe we could do a separate show and get into blacklisting, because that's a long.
No, I definitely want to have you back, because I can.
Yeah, I want to, because I want people out there to know. I want people to understand that canceling people is not blacklisting them. It's a whole thing. But anyway, so So, you know, like I said, I'm Bronx, New York mentality, man. I mean, I'm a respectful dude and all that, but I can in a second. So I get up to Bad Boy, right? And so I say, yo, I tell them who I am. They heard my songs already. So I go into Diddy's office, right? No. Matter of fact, I was in an office of a guy named Kurt Burrows. I don't know if he was the co-owner or whatever. Anyway, I was in there with him. So I'm thinking he's the A&R guy or whatever, right? So he says, hey, man, you know, good to meet you. And I'm like, I'm looking at it like, man, my black bro, they doing their thing up here. You know, that's why I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like my peoples, they doing their thing. So I sit down and he's listening to the music. All of a sudden, he says, tell Sean to come. And at the time, I didn't know his name was Sean. We just called him Puff. You know what I mean? He comes in with no shirt on, number one, which already made me go, bro, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, coming in the room shirtless? Like, what but at the same time, I'm still in my zone. He ain't standing here shirtless. He was over there, like, he went that way shirtless. He got an elbow to the rib if he did that. So he leans over to him and he's whispering stuff to him. And I'm thinking, oh shit, they probably gonna offer me $8 million. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing my thing, you know. And all I started hearing, yeah, his face is smooth. And the lips, and start talking about my mouth. And I'm like, shout out to DJ Academics, but I hit him with the Scooby, right? Like, wow, like, what the hell was that? So for a second, I said, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping, because you don't think that kind of thing is gonna happen. So I'm thinking, and that time I don't smoke, I don't do nothing, but I wasn't doing nothing. So it wasn't like I went up there lit. So I'm thinking, like, so I said, I chilled for a minute. And then they said it again. They were talking about how smooth my skin was. And so, so Kurt looks at me and I just, out of nowhere, man, I was banned from that building. I was like, yo, man, you soft ass bitch. I start wilding out, like, talking about you suspect that. I was wilding on him, right? And all I hear is, what happened? What's the matter? You know, when all of this was happening, Puff was just kind of standing there. He didn't say one word. Just stood there. Weird. Like, if his back was turned, it'd have been like the end of that movie, The Blair Witch Project, when the dude was just in the corner. Because he was just kind of, he was facing, but he had that. Like, if these shades was from that movie They Live, I'd have put them on and that shit would have said suspect. You know what I'm saying? Or instead of Puff. You know what I mean? So I went up. I start wilding out. They call security. And mind you, man, I'm a lot younger. I'm skinny little dude or whatever, but I got the biggest mouth in the world. And so I just hopped in the elevator and bounced. And I got a call from the lady that hooked me up with that with that meeting. They told her they said I went up there high. I was drunk. I started knocking over CDs. It was all, I was like, I ain't do that, man. They looked at me like, I mean,
they gotta frame some reason and blame some shit on you. It's like the cops do.
Yeah, but they do that all the time. But then I meant to throw this out there that Puff asked me how I'm living. Now I have a song on my very first album on Select Records that is How You Living. Like, me and LL, we real cool. That's my man. So we used to that's when you see somebody back then, yo, how you living? Like, oh no, I'm good. Like, or it could be an insult. Oh, you think you this and that? Well, I got more money than you. How you living? So that's what that's the How You Living I came from. I ain't no Puff man, some other shit. How you living? I ain't living like that, bruh. And you seen that little video with him and Fabulous? He talking about he want to party with him. I'm like, yo.
I'm like,
now,
Fab,
like I
Fab,
said,
say it ain't so, Fab. Say it ain't
man, so. No, Fab ain't. No. That's why you notice how often do you hear from Fabulous nowadays? Think about it.
Exactly. You know, and that's what I was able to peep. People who were willing to play ball and who had some suspect stuff, they're the ones who I see constantly get, you know, and it was like some people, I'm like, this cat ain't even really talented. Okay, he had one joint that was nice, but a dud, halfway decent, but this person's getting a lot of push. And then I'm seeing other people who are mad talented where I'm seeing them have to, you know, grind it out a whole different kind of way. And so it reminded me of this one cat was talking about how he was going to this party, right? Yeah. And he, like, because it reminded you were talking about the houses and stuff. So he was going up to the party and he was like, yo, it was some wild stuff going on in there that he wasn't really a party to. And so he came out. There was some other artists walking up, and they're like, yeah, we know what's going on, and they was fine with what was going on, you know.
Yo, I seen some of people's favorite rappers who come across as they murdered their own grandmother, dug her up, and murdered them again. They come across as the wildest, craziest, 8 million tattoos, gotta smoke weed on every live video. I'll murder everything type dudes. And I'm like, I seen you, man. But I'm not gonna put their BI out there like that because that's their thing. But I'm like,
I'll say ones
when you ever act funny with me, you know what I'm saying? But
I'll say like ones where if I know, I put it out there. They better not let me know.
No, I mean that's why I said I ain't say no names. This is our first conversation. This is our first conversation. But you notice how I said I ain't giving you no names. But the Puff, I told that story a few times, so you good. But like I said, I seen some cats, and I was like, oh shit! And the dudes that you would think is not like I'm like, oh, I thought it. I figured you would be, you know what I'm saying? If anybody would be in there, it'd be yo, but it's like nah. It's like dudes who you be like, yo, man, I thought you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and I go back to the high school and go back to the college comparison with the Hollywood being like that, because you got the girls that would rock, you know, top off the popular dude to get into that function, or you know, they might want to pass a course, and unfortunately some teacher gonna be like, yo, meet me in I got you, I'm gonna give you an A. It's the same kind of thing. So when people talk about rituals, everything's a ritual, number one. Let's I think you know that. You got knowledge of self, I can tell. I don't even have to ask you know what I mean? But for what I mean by that, folks, for people that are going, what do you mean everything's ritual? It's like everything. You get up and go to everybody has a routine. Some people put the right foot on, or you brush your teeth first, watch the face. It's all a ritual, right? Doesn't mean that you're doing devilish stuff or you're summoning demons. I don't want people to think when they brush their teeth, 8 demons are gonna pop up. No, I'm just saying like everything's a ritual. So when I hear these brothers do these things and they're always talking about a gay agenda, and I go, they ain't no gay agenda, man. They get mad when I say that. I go, nah. You think there's a gay agenda? Yeah, man. Look at what they're doing to our strong black brothers. I say, yo, man, that brother just got down like that, man.
Yeah.
I don't think a ritual, they didn't have to have 30 candles around him and go, ooh, and all of a sudden he said, I'm gonna put a dress on. No, he was already like that. Now, there's people that do that because they want to get to that next level. But you know what happens with them? Nothing. You want to know why? Because they're offering it. So the people that be like,
it seems like they go at you. They go at you to do something that you don't really want to do and see if you'll do that.
That's what selling your soul is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
people think that you sign a contract and the same clothes you wearing of ghost floats away, and the guy the guy from the record label puts it in his pocket or some jar or something. Like, no, man, you just compromise. You just say, yo, man, I'll never do a song like that. I'll never disrespect women. The first song you come out, I'll murder this, murder that, bitch this, bitch that. I mean, so you sold out.
Well, you know what I mean? People don't realize devil just means deceiver anyway. So you gave yourself out. You sold out to the deceiver. You sold yourself to the deceptive one, and he basically he put something in front of you and tested you to see how weak you were. And so, and I also believe it's not necessarily that they forcing all of them to do this, but if they see you willing to do certain things, like for instance, let's talk about the drug game. Say you want to be a conscious rapper, like remember Jay was talking about, I want to rhyme like common sense.
Common sense, yeah.
And it's like, oh, so you want to do something that's gonna advertise people to do some negative shit? Cool, we like that. But if
hold on, I gotta hold on. Now here's what I'm gonna say about that, right? And Jay's my man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, Jay's lyrics, he was showing, majority of his lyrics was showing the pitfalls of hustling. But when it flew over people's heads, like when he talk about Basquiat's and I got this and that, he's doing it to the point of, hey man, look where I came from, but look what I'm doing now. I'm in the art now. Like I'm not like I don't like Jay never really had songs that he was like almost like telling you, yo man, you need to hustle, you need to do. He'll show you all his accolades and then say, but these are the pitfalls, the evils, all of the stuff he did. So, but I think the average ear just heard cars, money, clothes, hoes, like they didn't understand. Like, yo, you gotta listen to what he's saying. But I think the powers that be said, oh, they're not catching what he's saying.
Well, I think
they think he's really promoting it because a lot of his shit is braggadocious. I got this, and you know, I'm in the 1500 seat watching Tyson. You know, same fight, but no. Remember that joint with him and Biggie, and he was trying to say we ain't playing. You up there somewhere, but I'm right here.
Well, I think
you know what I'm saying.
I looked at it like this, and I could be wrong. I looked at it this way: that the powers that be didn't catch what he was doing. Although I agree with what you're saying, I think that they looked at it as no, he is putting out this message, so we can rock with it.
That
and I don't think that they caught that he was talking about the pitfalls and this and these different things like that, and how it leads to certain things and how it can put you. But all they heard is, you know, I shot up this person, or you know, oh, I'm flashy. And I think because I don't think these certain executive types can really decipher, you know, when you're talking about like an actual lyricist.
That could be, what you're saying is another, that could be true too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the main part you said, like, they ain't listening to his bars. They don't know what he's talking about, but they do look at the reactions, and they do look at those reaction videos, and they look at all, even before the reaction videos, you have people that would just say, yo, JB's talking that gangster shit. They didn't, so I think they looked at the reaction of people and said, oh, so they're not catching, you know, maybe some of the executives did understand, like, oh man, he's showing the pitfalls, we can't put that out. But then they looked at the reactions, and all people heard was money, clothes, hoes, you know. And Jay didn't really talk gunplay too much, like DMX. DMX came from more of a person who was suffering, like, you know what I mean. It wasn't gangster. It was like when he said ribs are touching, don't make me wait. I said, damn, you know how hungry you gotta be for your ribs to touch. Like, I felt that. Same thing with Pac. They call Pac a gangster rapper. Wasn't nothing gangster about any of Pac's lyrics. Even when he was getting it big, it wasn't gangster. He was just like, I fucked your video. I'm sorry, man. That's it. That song, man, and it was getting played in New York every day. So I don't think New York was hating, because back then people. I'm going off topic a little bit, but I just got to touch on this. New York was hating on Biggie back then. I just want to put that out there because he didn't respond. I just wanted to throw that out there. But back to the parties and the industry thing. Let's get back to that. Is that and I think Master P has this artist who broke it down, and I can't. You almost like have to stumble onto this video because you can put No Limit for people that are watching. No Limit artist reveals industry. Something like that. This dude went up there and told the whole story about you go to these parties and you know they put something in your drink, right? And you know, next thing you know, you wake up, your ass is hurting, and you in a pair of footies or something. That's what he said. But now they say sign his contract. I don't know. Pop on that tape. Put that tape on. See what he did last night. Now the dude could say, "Yo, man, I was drugged." You know, in a hub, like, yeah, right.
I know
it's like that, son. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know which one you're talking about. I think I do remember that.
Yeah. Share that if you can find it, please. Please share with these folks because they gotta. But that story is real because, like I said, my vibe. When I was around all these Hollywood folks, there's the reason why you see an Emmy nomination. Yeah, I'm not huge like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with all of them. Like I can call people from Sony right now and say, "Hey man, I got a song. Could you put it on the show?" And and they'll do it. But they caught that energy from me right away because it comes right off you. Like, nah, he ain't one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't down to do whatever. Like, nah, bro, because I don't sweat money, whatever. Like, I don't chase money. I don't post up chasing bags. Like, I'm not chasing no money, man. Money's everywhere. Why I gotta chase it? You know what I'm saying?
See, so I feel what you're talking about because even in this content creating sphere, I'm kind of in one of those lanes where I have reached to people who are a lot bigger than me. Yeah, and I have conversations with people who are much larger than me, have a lot of influence, and so people who I wouldn't think of that would have a clue about any of the stuff I do, be like, oh yeah, no. They do know who you are.
Oh
They know
yeah,
exactly who you are. But they're never gonna admit some of these things. So some of these circles, and it's kind of the same thing. You know some bigger names, and so some of those bigger names talked about you with certain people, good or bad, and that stuff gets around.
yep.
And so it starts, and it's the same thing I realized, like when you were talking about how these parties go and all that, it's the same thing they do with these politicians and stuff. Because what they do is like, okay, so let's see. He like money, she like money. Okay, so let's throw them at them and see when they get in if they're gonna swing this bill our way. Okay, money's not their thing. But you know, he plays the family man type. Let's see if he'll chase a side piece. You know, let's see. Okay, he ain't gonna mess with those side pieces. All right, well, do he got something else? Do he like to put that white, you know, in his nose?
That booger sugar.
Exactly. So they gonna start playing around to test what you're gonna do. And then, like for instance, what was his name? Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh. It was known that he would go and get, you know, a whole pocket full of them blue pills, and then run down to Dominican Republic or Costa Rica and start looking for underage prostitutes. That was how he got down. And so they know these people have these ways about them. And so they just wait and lay back, see if you're going to do it. Right. Once you do it, then they start playing you. And so I think that they do this in the entertainment industry, the news media industry, the politics. It's all kind of like just how some of these people at the top, how they operate in general, for what I think.
Let me share this with you, man. And I'm gonna go back a little bit to that gay agenda thing. And the reason why I touch on that, or the reason why I touch on that is that there's this thing that people really do assume that there's an agenda to, what do they say, to I don't know if I'm demasculate the black man.
Yeah.
Now here's what I say, right? And this is just for me being around it. There's mad dudes that rock like that. It's just that now we got all kind of cameras and social media. Now you seeing it. The same people from back in the days. Now, but hold on.
Like Bobby V getting caught up.
Hold on. Well, hold on. So then then there are those people that try to use that to get to that next level, but they don't realize that, yo, you off. It's like this is gonna be a really bad analogy, but that's like a rapist getting ready to rape a woman, and she goes, "Come on." He goes, "I don't want to." Like, it might, he might run because the whole thing is, you know, power. Even though that's some disgusting shit to do, I'm just saying it's almost like that with that. So, do I think that people have done things to get to where they hell to the mother? The dude you were talking about earlier did some things, right? You know what I'm saying, and but that's just like school, just like. You want to be popular. Sometimes a popular girl want to go and rock with this to get to that, you know what I'm saying? To get to that next level. You do things that you probably shouldn't do, but now many unfortunate girls did stuff with professors just to pass. Same kind of thing. You want that, and you know what's crazy is I've heard stories about chicks that did that and didn't get the plug. Like it was like you went through all that, and then the dude they never called you back, so you played yourself. But like Madonna admitted it. Remember that documentary she did? She was like, yeah. I did what I had to do. And
I think that's why you have some of them who get, hey, y'all don't beat me up for this. I'm just saying this because, yes, we trust women, but we also got to trust and verify. So there's some of them who are out there doing something strange for some change, and then it's not working out for them. And then they turn around and they did this. They did X against me, against my wife. So I'm saying there's some of that that's going on too.
Take R. Kelly, for instance, right?
Let's speak.
All right, now hold on. This is how I said this for mad long. I said, listen, man. Anything that they say about R. Kelly pertaining to young girls, it's going to be believable because it started from something that was factual. The Aaliyah situation. Now, somebody would have said, "Yo, Kells had like 8 kilos. He got caught in Cuba." Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody gonna believe that.
No.
But a girl that took a picture with him 10 years ago and she was 17, yo, he grabbed my titty. Oh yeah, but that alias shit, that. So he's messed up all around. But let me tell you something. 90% of the industry knew exactly what that dude was doing. They worked with him, they wrote with him, they toured with him. As soon as that happened to him, everybody just act like they ain't know him. I was like, yeah, exactly. Lady Gaga's little crazy ass, who I like her voice and all that. Lady Gaga's dope. She, I'm gonna remove the song we did. Man, you knew what he was doing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I just said, listen, y'all want to talk about Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said he was gonna blow everybody up. Yo, if they convict me, I'm putting everybody's name out there. But guess what? I bet you all of the names are from black entertainers. And them court people was like, oh, you think we're gonna give you less time because you're just gonna hand us some more black people to put in jail? Hell no, you can name what you want. Still getting 30, still gonna get another whatever. Now, if he'd have had like Leo Cohen, like he had some info on him, they might have been like, all right, man, let's give him 3 years.
And I'm saying it's not only Leroy Cohen, it's a lot of them.
No, I'm just using him because we talked about him. I'll just do his name because we talked about him.
Like another culture vulture, Vlad. You know.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say about Vlad. Well, hold on, well, you know what, the R. Kelly thing is just whatever. I mean, he did some foul shit. You know what I mean? I don't, and all them women that came out and said they lied, there was a lot of. That's why they hit him with that Rico shit. I get a Rico charge from chicks. And
yeah,
girl, I was like,
that's the weirdest
Rico?
thing ever.
Like, nah, man. But you know, he got to do what he got to do. But Vlad, I don't know. I can't. I see. The artists that go up there, the artists that go up there and snitch on themselves, that's them. Yep. They doing that to themselves. Vlad, he's just another dude. What he did, you know, he's real arrogant with his shit, which is fine. But if you notice, he's not getting those interviews like he used to.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's interviewing these little
like, yo, stay away from Vlad.
Nah, there's a lot of people that ain't rocking with him. Like he'll have like, you know, some new drill rapper that unfortunately probably be killed in 2 days or something. Like he'll have him up there, but he don't have those. Remember before he was having the heavy hitters. You know what I mean? But
going on there.
They was like, nah. But then you got cats like, you know, that he showed love to, and they got a little bigger because of him. That would probably go, nah, he cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, but yeah, he's a big figure in that shit. But he's not getting them interviews like he used to. But what he did with Lord Jamar, man, that was crazy. Jamar got at his ass.
Well, Lord Jamar, he kind of like put it out like, yo, we all need to stop messing with this dude. Y'all see what he's doing.
Yeah. And Jamal's my man.
He's bringing
Jamal's my man. He was right, and he's from that. Like he was right in front of him for years, and got his props off of that or whatever. But his interviews were always the best to me. Him and that Godfrey guy, them dudes just them dudes. I love their interviews, man. And I love
Godfrey.
But yeah, he's not getting them like that. And then Jamal went and started his own. The God podcast, something like that.
Yeah.
Him and Shorty from Flip Mode,
something like that.
Him and Shorty from Flip Mode, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man, I can't think of her name. I should be ashamed of myself.
Is it not Raw Digger? Is it?
Yeah, Raw Digger. There you go.
Raw Digger. Okay. Yeah.
I should be ashamed of myself. But hey, man, look, I told y'all.
Yeah, wait a minute. I think I found that clip. Hold on. I think I found the clip.
What, the No Limit one?
Yeah. I think I found it.
That's the one.
Let's see.
Because he's trying to school some young kids, Yup, that's it.
Yeah.
I recognize that dude right there. There you go.
Yeah, for y'all. Wait a minute. It's a couple minutes. You mind?
Huh?
It's only what, 4 minutes?
How long is it, man? Because
it's 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, go ahead. 4 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Let's play.
I forgot how long it was. I thought it was longer, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think people really know.
Nah, share that with the people, man. Share that with everybody.
In fact, let me go on ahead and put it in the chat first before I even do any of that. That way I'll remember. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all know I'm gonna do my homework, of course. But you know, y'all gotta be up on the shit that's really going down. And so, like, I don't say that people doing stuff unless I can kind of nail down, okay, this is factual. But
I know. I told you, I know some of your favorite tough guy rappers. I was like, oh man, damn, bro, you know, and you know what's funny? None of them be like, yo, shh. You know, they'll just nod their head like bro, man, from the 5th floor. He just do the. I said, oh man, damn son. But anyway.
Oh shoot, and got Floyd White in. Floyd White says parents sold them girls. Ooh. It said, and the Cosby chicks, yeah. I mean, Cosby thing, what a lot of people don't realize is the Cosby thing was about a land grab. So
about a what?
It's about a land grab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they wanted they wanted his land. I believe it had oil or something up under his land, and they wanted that. So they found a reason to get him up out of there.
Well, you know what Eddie Griffin said? He said nobody famous leaves out of here without something attached to their name. Did you ever see that interview he did with Vlad, where Eddie Griffin breaks the whole thing down? He said Michael Jackson, they try to say he's a pedophile. Michael Jordan, they say he's gambling and all that. Mike Tyson with the you don't leave here, or you don't with your star starts, falling down over you got something has to be attached. The only person they never got was Denzel. Yeah, like people want to stay Dave Chappelle.
Knock on wood that it don't happen.
Nah, it's too late. I think they tried one time because I think there was a picture.
They did Cosby. How old was Cosby when they threw them charges on him?
What, 81 or something? You talking about now?
They waited like 40 years to try to.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a difference, man. Because first of all, Denzel is loved by so many people that. Even white people's like, nah, we don't want to do that to him. But there was a photo of him at some kind of party or something, and he looked like he had the not shave, his lips crusty, he looked bugged out. And I was like, damn, Denzel, the fuck happened to you? And so I think they said that he was like drinking a lot at this time. But I don't know what happened. But after that, you ain't never heard nothing about it. So, and look what he won the award for, being a crooked cop.
and that's what I tell people. It's crazy that's what our people got to win doing. So like that.
Look at Halle Berry. She won one for getting banged out by the ugliest dude in the planet. Like, come on, man.
That scene literally sickens me watching. It's so disgusting.
I seen the movie once, and when that scene came on, I can never watch it again.
I can't watch the movie again.
And you know, they made sure it was the most I can't tell you.
It couldn't have even just been.
They picked the worst person to do that scene with her.
Well, and they made it so explicit. Too.
Yep.
It wasn't like, oh well, they kissing, okay, drop the clothes and they hop in bed, cut scene. No, they had to like really make it grimy.
Yo, they had we was talking about me and doing movies. I turned down some roles and I put it up on Facebook like, yo, I turned it down. And there's one role they wanted me to play a gay cop. I just said, nah, no, thank you. Respectively, no, thank you. It was like, why? You don't like cops? I said, I said, cops, that's what you think it is? I said, nah, I said, it ain't about me not liking cops. I just don't want to do that. So then they was going to go on this whole smear campaign, which I'm not even that big of a, but I probably would have been famous if they would have did that. More famous. They'd have been like, oh, he's phobia or whatever, which is a stupid word to use when it come to that. But they said, I said, nah, I don't want to do that. And I said, I don't feel comfortable doing that's not my thing. Oh, but it'll show range. I'm like, nah, I know. Why can't I just be a cop, with a bum leg? Why I gotta be that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I turned it around on them. I said, you're the ones that are discriminating. It was like, well, what do you mean? I said, how come you don't hire a gay actor to play that? There you go. Oh, but it'll show that you can do all these different things. I said, nah, bro. There's a gay actor over there. I'm still a novice. I'm not I'm what they call a natural. I don't even go through the whole thing like everyone else does. I probably should, but there's a dude over there that went to school for 10 years. Hire him. He'll do it. Why you gotta be me? You know what I mean? So those kind of things.
Yeah, it's weird. That out there. They did that. They did that with Ellen. Like Ellen had to play. Like Ellen had to do a sex scene with a man, and she's a lesbian. It's like, why do y'all always try to get people to go against the grain? If they're gay, they want them to be straight. If they want them to be gay. I mean, I don't get it.
Yo, you want me to break down why everything is happening?
Go for it, brother.
Everything we talk about, everything, and I'm gonna use a movie as a reference, right? This is what I believe. Y'all could think I'm crazy or whatever, which it's all good. But the reason why I think all of this madness is happening is because of a silly bet. Now, where I'm going with this, for people who know, if they ever seen the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Do you remember? You remember those billionaire guys bet each other $1 to ruin these people's lives, and they got a kick out of it? I think they do that. I think there's rich people that just do that shit, and they have fun. I believe personally, if y'all seen that movie The Django with Jamie Foxx, there's a scene where Leonardo and all these, I guess, slave owners, rich people, they sitting in this room, and the entertainment was these two slaves fighting each other. Yeah. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to be real brothers in the movie. Like, so, but it's almost like if we have some people over my crib and the game is on, we still over here chopping it up but the game is on. So there might be two people watching the game, but that's what was going on over there. That's entertainment for them, right? So the way I look at it is, I think that every racist white person and black person, because there's black people racist against black people, take my word for it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got them. Yeah, we got them coons out there shucking and jiving. But so when they I think every racist person has an Instagram and a YouTube. You know what they do? They watch all these rappers. Fuck you, bitch! I'm smoking your dead ops, and they watch that. They look at 50 Cent, he's clowning Floyd Mayweather, he can't read. I think it's entertainment for them, because I tell people all the time, I said, what do you think racist people have to do to destroy black people nowadays? Nothing. No. What do they have to do? We're doing it to ourselves. Every song, you smoking on your dead homie, and everything is just, it's so crazy out there right now that they probably mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they watch it for entertainment, but there's some of them that are like, I want to get my hands dirty. So every once in a while, you'll see some poor young brother get shot by some hillbilly or something, or you might see some cop. That's them going, I gotta do something, but they technically don't have to do anything. They just sit back and watch the news and laugh and go, another 15-year-old kid stabbed another black kid, and they get a kick out of that shit. That's just what I think. I mean,
I don't know if you've seen when the KKK leader was like, and this was like maybe 10 years ago or so, he was like, yo, if we really want to just kill black people, all we got to do is open up more liquor stores, in their community, do stuff like that, and they'll help do it to themselves.
Remember what happened in
that neighborhood?
You ever seen that movie Panther?
Yeah.
All right. Remember, there's a scene in Panther where all the Black Panthers are in the holding tank or whatever at the they got arrested for protest, whatever they got arrested for. But they was also in there, across from them was some drunks. And so there's a scene in there where I think not Huey, Bobby Seale was like, yo, we could carry guns legally, right? And everybody was like, get out of here, because you don't think you can. I mean, they didn't think they could back then. They said, nah, it's legal. And they said, what? And then the drunk guy, that he put his face through the thing and said, man, if black people get guns, they'll probably kill each other. Now, you would think, damn, why would they let that go in that movie? Well, number one, keep in mind, they're all in jail. So the perception is that they're criminals. Number two is this guy's drunk. And then when he said it, they laughed. Yep. So that jewel that I caught, other people's like, yo, word, they probably giggled. And you know what happened when they got the guns? They quickly took it away from them. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, nah, you can't protect yourself, homie. You gotta let us do you dirty.
Well, it's interesting what you said, because if you look at it from the movie industry, that's honestly, I feel that's the reason why you have people who have never met a black person in their life who have a bunch of racist ideology. It's because the movies push this image. They push this, into China and Japan, into certain parts of Eastern Europe, and they push this. And so that's the reason why as soon as a black person gets over there, they already think it's some racist shit. They already think you're going to steal, kill, do whatever, because they've been primed to believe that.
Well, why do you think they call those T-shirts wife beaters? Because they figured like every domestic violence, there was some Spanish dude or something with a tank top on beating on his woman. That's some racist shit today. That's why they call them wife beaters. Nobody ever asks why they call them that. Like, why do you think they call them that? It's because the perception of a wife beater is some guy with a beer in his hand and a tank top. Yeah. And maybe a couple of tattoos or something. He's punching his wife in the head or something. That's just what that is. So
I didn't even know they were called
A
shirts. I didn't even know they were called A shirts until you know.
I just found that out just now. They call them what? A shirts.
A shirts. That's literally, if you look on the pack, it says A shirt.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go around the corner and look at the back. But I'm just saying.
I don't want nobody to take my word for it. Always
no.
I'm
messing with you, man. I believe you. I'm just
always look up all of us. Always double check us. You know.
Yeah. Well, usually, unless I'm telling you a story that I was there, I always say it's my opinion. It's just like with the whole thing. I really do believe that there's racist white people that got Instagrams and they just sit back and watch how all these rappers are killing each other and how these rich, black people get a little money and now they clowning and everybody's showing their stacks. They get a kick out of that. It's like court jesters. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
I think it's a lot of smoke. I think it's a lot of smoke to that.
Yeah.
I mean, remember how you was talking about how this dude, actually, no, I'll let the clip play and then I'll throw a story. This is about a president, which a lot of people don't know this went down. This led to something huge, but I'll let the clip play first and then I'll give the story.
All right.
Let's see.
Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit. It ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just done did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years. You like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us? Nah. Nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all on. Pop in the tape. You sitting that motherfucker like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's what happened. You got fucked. What you gonna do? You gonna sign that contract. You don't want nobody in the hood to see that shit. You don't want this shit to get out, dog. I'm telling y'all, and this is what I'm telling y'all like this. These niggas that you see constantly hot, they're not getting hot because they like to get hot. They're getting hot because they know what they done. And they can't live with that shit for real. So I'm telling y'all.
Facts.
I'm telling y'all this from me. This is some real shit. This real shit I'm telling y'all. This real shit. So a nigga tell you, man, I got fucked around on my contract. No, they ain't talking about paperwork. You niggas got fucked around for real. So I'm just telling y'all, shit that y'all might be hearing for yourself, man, this shit ain't no lie. This shit real talk. I can say this shit because I'm a real nigga. Some of these motherfuckers can't say this shit because they already know about that goddamn tape. They on that tape.
I say y'all get the point. I mean,
hey, listen, man, everything he said is on point, right? But I will say it's not always like that. Yeah. Like you said, it may not be that. It may be something else you into or you because they gonna check your temperature, right? But if you already come across because your vibe or your frequency or your energy is gonna get to them before you physically get there. So they gonna know, like, because nobody ever came in. I told you about the puff shit.
Well, like you said at that party, everybody already knew your name. People that you didn't know none of them.
Well, no, it wasn't the fact that they knew my name and figured I wasn't rocking like that. It was the fact that they knew my name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Period. Like,
already,
how the hell you know? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Already doing their homework on you before you even got in the door.
And I'm cool. Here's the thing. Here's the funny part. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, you have to do this in order to make it in the business." I'm like, nah, I wouldn't say that with everybody. There are certain things you could probably get if you do some crazy shit with some, and it's women too. Because I got approached by there was something happened with a woman in Hollywood, right? That once I rocked with her, right? And then when I was kind of like, well, I ain't really trying to do the relationship thing, I lost endorsement deal right after that. she made a call and just deaded my shit because I ain't want to like be her man. I was like, yeah, I mean, we rocking, but I'm saying I ain't trying to do that. So that type of thing happens. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, it's like, take Jay-Z for instance, right? Oh, he had to do this and he had to do that. To me, I call that a slave mentality sometimes. Like, you can't even fathom a black man being that successful. Like, if they'd have been like, yo, Justin Timberlake is worth $1 billion, everybody black people like, that makes sense. But if they say, yo, man, Jay, oh, nah, yeah, he got to do some gay shit. He had to do something. Like, it's almost like you can't really, we've been programmed to not believe that we could do anything like that. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some situations where dudes probably did do some things, but not to become a billionaire. Like, you might have they might, and the stuff they get for doing all that shit is nothing major. It's not like, yo, man, you linked up with that dude over there, did some suspect shit. Now you got a $40 million deal. Nah, they'll be like, yo, put a song and put him in a couple of, I don't know, put him in 2 movies, give him a couple lines. So when people be thinking that, oh, you did all of this because you did that, nah, man, them prizes ain't like that. I'm telling you because I know dudes that was, yo, I'd be like, yo, you need to tell your story, bruh. Because a lot of it is not physical things with them. A lot of them got their family threatened in certain situations. Like when people say like, oh man, you notice everybody famous, somebody in their family died. I'm like, yeah, but you do realize people, but I'm like, people died on homie. Like, don't just think because now that situation, what was that chick? And I hate referring to women as chicks, but I'm gonna do it. What's that chick? Jennifer Hudson, right?
Jennifer Hudson,
remember her whole family got murdered or something? That was suspect. That made me go,
and that's what I'm saying. All of these things are true and not true at the same time.
Right.
There's a degree. Some people is doing this. Some people is doing that.
Yeah.
And that's like we say, they test you. They try to see, okay, what is this person down for? You know, or what are they not down for? Like, I'll give a perfect example. You remember D'Angelo, right?
Right.
The singer. It's not like they forced him to do anything, but because maybe he wouldn't go along with certain things. I'm not even saying it's the gay agenda. I'm saying that whatever it was that they decided, he wasn't down with it. Maybe he's like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm not taking this bullshit contract. And like, oh, you're not going to take this contract? We make sure you don't get no contract then. And I'm saying that kind of shit happens. Like, a lot of people don't realize.
Oh, no, that happens.
When he came out with that, with Brown Sugar, you remember Brown Sugar?
Of course.
It was multi-platinum and all that.
Yep.
He was literally riding the bus back then, struggling, and he never got properly compensated for any of that. But I mean, just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Well, like I said, just for me being around it, and I seen how people are so thirsty to get to that position that they'll do anything. But I say, like when people like they talk about again with the gay agenda thing with Lil Nas X, right? Personally, I think he's fooling everybody. That's my opinion. He did a couple of things.
Maybe he wanted to
fronting,
man. He's just playing around, and he ain't really.
I think he's fronting, and they don't
mind.
Be
surprised if it is some real gay artists out there who like they trying to get their shine on. They're like, nah, we're not gonna let you.
Well, I think he's fronting, but like I said, I could be like, no, but he kissed the dude. I'm like, yeah, but he also made $40 million, so maybe he sold himself out like that, but. Oh, I could be wrong. I'm just saying there's just something weird about that situation. I just always thought something was weird about him.
It's something weird about how he sensationalizes everything too. Like he tries to. You see what he did with BET, and the shoe, and all that stuff like that, and you see
what he did with BET.
No, I didn't see that.
Well, he because they didn't nominate him, so of course it's a phobia. Like this phobia thing, I'll be wanting to punch people in the eye, son. Like I hate that. Like. They be like, yo, like even when I got approached for the movie with playing the gay cop shit, I was like, nah, 25 kids have killed themselves because of phobia. I'm like, whoa. What the hell that got to do with me saying, no, I don't want to play a gay cop? Why are you bringing in deaths of children? Like, what are you talking about? So I'm like, phobia? Phobia implies that you're afraid of something. If I see Elton John and you go, look, Elton, I'm going to go, and I'm going to run because it's Elton. Like, no, I'm going to run over there and be like, yo, Elton, take a picture, play some piano on one of my joints. Like, I'm not afraid of that shit. It's just that, nah, that's not, everything is phobia. Like you scared of it. Like, nah, just because you don't rock like that that's cool, but do what you do. I'm for the whole, yo, man, if that's what you want to do. You were born Brian, and at 16, you want to be a Brenda? Do your thing.
Well,
Who am I to tell you not to do that? You know what I'm saying?
It's like we don't all live in a world around gay people or this or that. We all coexist and live around different people our whole lives, and we were never scared of anything. But that's what I've learned is some of these different groups, how they like to fight you is they over exaggerate. Like I remember when I was going to like therapy in the military, because for PTSD, stuff like that, and they talked about safe fighting, fair fighting, and so one of the terms is wearing the belt too high. That's how some of these people rock. They literally they wear the belt too high, so they make everything a low blow.
Yeah. I'm a big boxing fan, so I feel you on that.
You know what I'm talking about. They make everything a low blow.
Yeah.
And that's just how some of these people get down. Like I a little bit off into the political, just a little bit, but they was having this kind of hearing, and the lady was saying, well, just because you won't say birthing persons, you're basically erasing trans people, and you're making it an attack against them and putting them at danger. And I'm like, how am I putting them at danger?
Man.
People who have some kind of hatred towards trans people, they're gonna have it no matter what I'm saying or not. That has nothing. They don't have anything to do with the other, but they will use that argument that no, you're helping with the violence, and it's like, yeah.
Yo, I got it. Listen, man. Listen. Here's the thing, right? And I say my aunt's gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
We kind of figured that out with the army jackets back in the 90s. We kind of knew there was a clue floating around, you know what I mean? But I was like, all right. But I love my aunt two pieces. She is the coolest, funniest. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I said, most of the people that I do business with, the thing is like, it doesn't affect me. Like I don't sit around, like I be seeing YouTube channels where you got 5 grown men talking about ASAP Rocky had a skirt on. Why are you talking about that man's clothes? That's suspect to me. Oh, but it's about the black man. No. When I hear ASAP Rocky song, I might go, damn, I wonder who did the beat. Y'all motherfuckers be wondering what he was wearing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't know nothing about that dress code. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm t-shirts and hat back, shades, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? But that whole thing of they're touching on certain things to, like, perfect example. Jay-Z didn't put any weird things in his videos until people started calling him the king of the Illuminati. Look at his old videos. He did this, right? When I'm doing it, look, you know what that is? That's the diamond, right? Because you don't want your record to go gold. You want it to go platinum. I'm sorry, this is the platinum and this is the diamond. So at first they were doing this and then they did this. Now watch somebody in the chat go, see, he's doing it because he's down. No, I don't. For us, it was just hand gestures. They don't really mean anything. But
I'm throwing up the Illuminati. Was it the 666? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying I could be saying okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he did it again. Look at him. They thought some dummy might think that, but like I said, like with Jay,
somebody gonna say we talked about it at the 1 hour, the blah 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 mark, and so that's how you know they're giving a code out to their Illuminati master. I know. I mean, these people go to. It's like, yo. Okay, is there stuff going on sometimes? Yeah, but for one, everybody is not doing it. Everybody's not involved.
Exactly. Now,
it's not like that.
But you will see they'll show like 40 pictures of like singers, actors, and they're all doing this, right? Right? I'm sure you've seen that. Mm-hmm. It's like a whole bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now, are they part of something? Yes, of course they are, right? But is it evil, boiling women's toes and eating them? Like, I don't know if it's any of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's
how do you know that the people who were just who their agents or whatever said that, hey, this is part of the contract. You just got to pull up this symbol.
Or it's just like they felt like everything was okay. I don't know. My battery's dying, bro.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do, right? Because I'm sorry. I kept turning around. I ain't gonna be rude, but I gotta get up out of here in a sec.
No. Perfectly fine. what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to schedule this for a part 2 because there's so much that I want to get into.
Man, listen, man, we could do part 9, 10 because I got
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm down to talk about because sometimes when I do these interviews and people say, "Yo, can we touch on?" I'm like, "Yo, man, we didn't rehearse this." I'm like, "Yo, let's just talk."
I don't rehearse jack.
Yeah,
that's why I call it a conversation.
Man, well, this wasn't an interview. We were just chopping it up, and there were some people out of the kindness of their heart that decided to listen to me say my madness and wear shades and all that. You know, oh, that's another thing. Oh, he's saying all of that, but he's got shades on, just like Diddy. Like I told you why I had them on, my eyes are fucked up, but they're gonna say that. They're gonna throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Anyway, man, I want to thank everybody.
We gotta get your plugs in first. You know, get all.
Nah, man, don't follow me, man.
No.
Disappointed.
No, follow T.O.N.E.z. You know, hey,
yeah, man, show me some love.
He's on Twitter. I mean, he's very down to earth. Very easy. You know, easy to talk to, reach out to, approach. So just talk to him. You know, he's really a cool, just average down to earth dude. So just. You know,
and you can get all of those, and you can go if you go to my page and on the top, you can see the little links to the Instagram and Twitters if y'all want to rock with me with that. Or just thank you for listening and taking time out of your Sunday to just pay attention to me and my man right here, just chopping it up. And we jumped all over the place. That's why I like those kind of conversations where it's not, and then we'll talk about bras, and then we'll talk about sneakers. Like, nah, man, I like when it's jumping topics, and I know some stuff I said I ain't even finished the point. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? But but it gives people that's watching, a moment to think to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it, man.
That's what I like. So I'm gonna make sure to set that up. We're gonna have a part 2 to this. Part 2, part 3, part 4. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Anytime anybody watching, anytime, man. Anybody watching got a little channel, or hit me up, man. I'm always down to.
And I got some people that I'm gonna refer. I'm gonna refer that that they link up with you because
man, it's all love, man.
It's always interesting to see different people and how those conversations flow organically and whatever. And there's some stuff also like you guys he has advocacy stuff that he's doing as far as dealing with people who have went through like depression, suicide prevention, all kind of stuff. So not only is he an artist, not only is he an actor, he's a humanitarian also and cares about people. So I want to put all that out.
And I'm an author.
Oh, and an author.
Hold up, the light is. Hold on. Can you see him?
Not Tomb Potty.
No, that means born to suffer in Latin. But hang on.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see if you. Oh, there it is. You got to zoom. I don't know. Trying to get it.
We can see it right there. Right there.
No. I got you right now. Bam. Maybe that'll do it.
Yep, I can see it. In fact,
well,
I'm gonna make.
You can get that. You can get that on the Kindle joint, like on Amazon. But I'll send you the link for that. Yo, this is poetry. It's a poetry book, and it's some. If you want to be depressed, sad, and cry, read this mother. If you want to have a good Sunday, don't read the mother. Like for real, like it's nothing but messed up stuff I've been through. So if you want to learn about me, then read that. If not, then don't.
Well, I know my audience of people, they definitely gonna be down with hearing all that because life is about seeing all the different shades, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. And so, see the banks. Oh, I'm gonna reach out to them, because I'm gonna have them on the show sometime soon. The Bank Sisters. I need to definitely, try to see what I can do to facilitate that. So,
okay,
I'll hit you in the DMs or shoot you a text or something.
No doubt.
So we're definitely gonna talk. So yeah,
right,
make sure and I put the links. I put the links and I gotta admit. I kind of copy pasted some of the bio, but
it's all good.
I put it in there. So make sure you guys go down and check the description box. I put his links in there, and I actually put the video to his song and the behind the scenes part 6 Justified in there also. So make sure you guys check it out. Oh yeah, Sons of the Father.
Sins of the Father.
Sins of the Father.
Yeah.
I love that joint right there. So Hey,
Thank you.
It's been my honor to have you on my platform, and I look forward to the next time.
Mine too, brother. Mine too, man. I appreciate it, man. And shout out to N.O.L.E for making this happen.
Yes, definitely. Big shout out to N.O.L.E for making this happen, because sometimes you get information from people that you never know how impactful and great and a blessing that it's going to be. And so, this conversation I definitely consider a blessing.
Me too, man. I appreciate you, man, and everybody that tuned in. Thank you.
Much
hopefully I ain't
freak
y'all out. Hopefully I ain't
much
make y'all wild out on me, man. I hope you don't wild out on me, all the crazy stuff.
Because we got people who are watching on Twitter, we got people who are watching here on YouTube, and we got people watching on Rockfin also, and people who are watching on Facebook. So we're
well, thank you to everybody. I think anybody, even if you only listen to like 2 minutes of this, thank you, man. I appreciate that, for real.
All right, so this is What I've Been Thinking with Marcus Cage. Conversation with T.O.N.E. So much love to y'all.
All right, man. Peace,
y'all have a good weekend.
All right, everybody.